I have a lot of like younger people look at this channel. Actually, younger men. You know what I'm saying? For some odd reason, there used to be a nice, decent crowd of women that used to look at my channel, but now, for some odd reason, they left. And now I have a bunch of young men. And it's crazy. Like, at first, I didn't get it. You understand? Hold on. I'm making a point here. At first, I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to do videos, right? And I would put out videos of, like, when I got pistol whipped and when I got jumped or I stole this or I did that and da-da-da-da-da in the 90s. And these kids, younger kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, early 20s on down, they would, like, make comments like, yo, what it was like for this to happen to you and that to happen to you. And I was like, why do they want to know about that? It just didn't make sense to me, and it dawned on me. It dawned on me after talking to, or rather having a conversation with Pretty Ricky, my brother, and just observing, the millennials and Gen Zs. It's crazy, like, these two generations are, like, really without their fathers and basically don't have a father figure. Straight up. So they look, I'm not saying all young men are like this, but for some, they look on YouTube or social media in order to get some type of information. You understand? Like, in other words, nobody's teaching these kids, young boys, how to be men. And that's what's missing. That's what's missing. If you want to end the gun violence, as far as dealing with the kids, I'm telling you, one of the solutions is for a father figure to come in and school these kids on how to be grown men. Like, we need to teach them how to tie ties. We need to teach them if they're gonna, if they want to, work. For those that want to be entrepreneurs, we need to school them on entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? And what it takes for you to run your own business. But for those that want to, like, work at a corporate job or something like that, they need to know how to fill out a resume and all of this stuff. These are the things that we're not teaching them. So I realized that a lot of young men out there are wifing up whores. And I've briefly touched it here and there, and I'm admit it, at first I didn't get it, so I chastised them. You know what I'm saying? I chastised you all, like, man, why are you wifing up these whores? In the 90s, we did this, that, and so forth. Until, like I said before, I had to slow down and I had to really think about things. You see, as an adult, what we tend to do is we tend to act like we weren't children. We weren't kids or teenagers or young adults. Like we were born and then, boom, now we in our 40s, 50s, 60s and shit. Straight up. But I remember, it's been a long time ago, I'm not gonna lie, but I remember what it was like to be a teenager, a young boy growing into a man. And even I, was looking for that father figure, that testosterone, that masculinity that wasn't in my household because I had nothing but estrogen floating around my ass. Straight up, like my sister and my mother. I stayed with my sister and my mother. So at 16 years old, I left. I ran away from home. And I found so-called masculinity in the streets. And that type of masculinity, for shooting and killing each other and selling drugs to your own people and all the rest of that shit, that is what true toxic masculinity is. So, yeah, man, I realized that these kids need to be schooled. And the number one rule, well, I'm not going to say the number one rule, but one of the golden rules that we've always followed, like, you know what I'm saying, it's been passed on from one generation to the next, to the next, to the next, is you never wife up whores. You don't. Straight up. Future said it best. She belongs to the streets. And that's a fact. I'm not going to lie. I've been, back in my days when I was younger, I fell for the hoes. Most of the women that I dealt with were whores. Straight up. And it's crazy because at one point in time, I was one too. Straight up. So here it is, I'm living with this broad and she's going out to the club. I'm going out to the club. We wind up meeting in the same fucking club. She, she's supposed to go home at the end of the club She never goes home. I find her in a hotel room with a fucking dude. But I'm no different because I just got finished fucking some broad in the car. But do you understand where I'm coming from? When I mean never wipe up a whore, or rather a hand-me-down whore. Well, I don't even have to say hand-me-down whore, because whores are just hand-me-downs. Let me ask you a question. Would you wear hand-me-down clothes? See, I don't know, a lot of y'all like to get fly, like to get, be on fleek lit, or whatever you say. You know what I'm saying? Would you wear hand-me-down clothes? Is the question. Would you wear hand-me-down sneakers? I'm not talking about gently used hand-me-down clothes, like shit where you go to, like, what is it, Plato's Closet or some shit like that, or, some type of, what is it, like Goodwill and shit like that, and you piecing shit together. You know those vintage stores? It's not what I'm talking about. Because whores are not gently used. They're not. I know because I used to fuck with whores. And everything that good girls didn't do, whores did. I never forget, it was this broad. I'm not going to mention her name because she may have, right now her kid is probably like in his 20s. And her kid may be looking at my videos. So I don't want to offend any of, these kids that, I'm not trying to be funny, but if you were in North Carolina, I ran through a few in New York, but like definitely in North Carolina, I might have fucked your moms. I'm just being real with you. So I don't want to call out no names. So I remember this broad, man, went over to broad house. At the time, the little kid was like 6. I'm fucking this broad. The kid is right, like, I'm foul. I'm not going to lie. We both foul. We both fucked up in the head, right? But she's even more fucked up because let me tell you something. If I had my child in the room with me, I would never be fucking no broad. Except for a woman that I was married to. That's something different. But other than that, I'm fucking this broad. You know what I'm saying? This guy is squirming. I'm hitting that shit from the back. This guy over here is like squirming in the bed. Like, oh man, if this nigga wake up, I'm fucked. Here I am hitting his mom from the back. And then she was like, yo, put it in my asshole. And then she was like, yo, I ain't never sucked dick and shit. Like, I'm being real with y'all. For those that haven't, I'm being real with y'all. She was like, yo, I ain't never sucked dick before, and this and that, so forth. I'm like, well, yo, you could suck my dick. I'll show you how to do it. Pause. So, I'm getting head and shit. She doing a good job too. For the first time. But then whores be lying. That's the point. Ain't no telling how many dicks she sucked before I came over or after. So I'm gonna tell you straight up, this is a real story. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not embellishing on the truth whatsoever. I wouldn't lie to you all. Because most of your life, motherfuckers been lying to you. The millennials, the Gen Zs, most of your life, your motherfuckers been lying to you. Been telling you like life is all good. That all you have to do is just obey. Matter of fact, they had shirts out there in the early, 2010s. You know what I'm saying? Around that time, what was your shirt says obey. And I used to look at these cats like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all wearing a shirt that say obey and savage. I would never wear no type of shit like that. You understand? So, the kid's squirming. I say, yo, listen, I'm not doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? She's like, all right, listen, we go in the living room. We go in the living room, I'm banging her out. She get a phone call. I'm hitting her from the back. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm hitting her from the back. She's on the phone with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is at work, busting his ass, third shift, and all of that. This shit didn't stop. After that, it was another time she came over my house out of nowhere. I fucked her. Now just think about that. Just think about if you were that dude, right? Her boyfriend. It was a nigga like me fucking your girl. And that's just real talk. That's a reality, man. Whores are not to be trusted whatsoever. And that's real talk. Whores can't be wiped up. I think I've remained loyal for about an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? If you want a whore to be loyal, they could be loyal about an hour or two. That's about it. And let me throw this one in. Don't even wipe up a stripper either. Because you know how many bitches Man, come on, man. I ain't trying to tell on myself. Because, you motherfuckers, let me tell you something. So I have a crowd, right, that just fucks with me. And then I have a crowd on this side that just want to, like, listen to what I'm saying. And those people may or may not know me. Well, I'm going to say they know me. It's a small group of people. And they just try to dissect everything I say and try to use that shit against me. That ain't going to happen. I ain't going to tell you all my shit, all my business. But at the end of the day, man, strippers ain't no fucking different. I'll fuck the stripper inside the motherfucking strip club. I don't know who hasn't. I'm just gonna be real with you. And I ain't talking about paying. I ain't fucking pay for no whores. I walked in that bitch and everybody, all these girls used to be like, yo, you so cute, you so cuddly. No lie. No lie. The niggas used to be mad at me because I never had to pay. Never. And I always had get the gap. The strippers love me. But they no different. You can't wife them up. I don't give a fuck how good they look. And now y'all are dealing with these Instagram whores and shit. These bitches that ain't got money. And they trying to get money. They taking pictures of their ass and all the rest of that shit while they sleeping on somebody's fucking couch. Talking about I need a high value man. While this bitch is a low value woman. Straight up. Yo, I would tell you all to get your fucking education, man. And if you don't want to go to college, self-educate. That's real talk. Stick to the fucking plan. And the plan is to focus on you. Because these hoes ain't worth shit out here. If you got a good girl, a woman that was raised by a mother and a father, and that mother and father taught that young woman, principles, morals. In other words, that young woman, they groomed that young woman into a woman that can possibly be the mother of your children, your wife. I would tell you to stick with her, man. I'm telling you, man, because all I got under my belt is bitches that I fucked. That's it. And what the fuck is that? Just bragging rights. I can't go to Bank of America and say, yo, can I get a loan? And they're like, yeah, what you gonna put up as collateral? Well, I fucked these many bitches. Does that count for anything? They're gonna be like, nah. It don't count for shit, man. It don't count to be a whore. I'm telling you, I used to be one. It don't count to wife up hand-me-down whores. Because they're not loyal. They're not loyal whatsoever. It's a chick I used to fuck years ago, like 20 years ago, right? You know this bitch still a hoe? It ain't nothing like a old hoe. Bitch, titties all dribbled, you know what I'm saying? I have a fucking hanger somewhere. You ever seen a hanger? You ever took some socks and put it over a hanger and you see them how they droop? That's how them bitches titties, the old school bitches titties are. Pussy all worn out. Hand-me-down whores, it don't make a difference how big your shit is. I'm just being real with you. Hand-me-down whores been used and abused, so their pussies is just... Motherfuckers will be on some shit all day like, oh, the shit tighten up and shit. No. If you fucking like that, that shit ain't gonna tighten up. It's loosey-goosey. Straight up. And that's a reality, man. That's a reality that these whores ain't worth shit. Some of them are like savages, man. Choo-choo train all day. Amtrak. What station, nigga? Penn Station. We stopping there. Straight up. And that's real talk. And if you want to ask me, have I been in those type of situations without me, talking to the feds? You know what I mean? I'm going to say, yeah. I know what I'm talking about. You may say, Langston, you're not attractive. You're making this shit up and this and that and so forth. Whatever. You can say what you want to say. I never had problems with getting pussy. Never. And you want to know why? Because whores are easy. Whores are easy. You could drop right now. I'm telling you, this is my word. If you're a fairly decent looking dude, and you have a nice car, it don't even have to be no Mercedes, no shit like that. Just a Honda Accord, like a 2015 or some shit. Like you keep that shit clean. You understand? Like some rims on it, because whores like shiny shit for some odd reason. They like shiny fucking shit, right? That's what attracts them, shiny shit. Anyway, you drive, you got a nice system, and you bump in, let's say, Kodak Black or some shit, and it's a bitch that's walking in the projects, and they hear that shit. Oh, that's my song. I like that. And they see your ass, especially if you one of them high yellow ass looking motherfuckers. I'm not talking about like somebody my skin complexion. I'm talking about like a Pretty Ricky. For those that know who Pretty Ricky is and have, you know what, that frequently come to this channel, you all know what Pretty Ricky look like those type of niggas. Not to throw Pretty Ricky under the bus, straight up. That's my brother. But the high yellow dudes, man, with some green eyes or some shit like that, you getting pussy all day, every day. You don't even have to say shit. Your game could be just as garbage as motherfucking, I don't know. I don't know. It's just be garbage. You can get pussy. But, someone, some shit, myself, and others, we might have to talk a little something to them. But yo, I'm telling you, this is a true story. I had a Honda Civic, not a Honda Accord, a Honda Civic back in the days. And I had, they were like factory rims. I had a nice system. I think I had some JBL speakers or some shit like that in there. And, back in the 90s, I forgot what I was bumping. But it was like, the hot shit. Drove through the projects. The bitch said, oh, that's my song. I stopped, talked to her. Then next thing you know, she's slurping and burping. Don't wife up hard, man. Focus on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got a long life to live. And I'm telling you, you fucking with these whores, you get a bitch pregnant. Oh, my God. You can kiss your black ass goodbye. And I fucking mean that. Because a whore gonna take your ass downtown for child support. You better keep your motherfucking dick in your pants. If you know me. If you know what I'm saying, like, look up to me and you respect me, I'm telling you, keep your shit in your fucking pants. You better get you some petroleum jelly and use this motherfucking hand. And I'm telling you, it's cheaper for you to do that than to take than for you having to take your black ass down there to that courthouse and fuck with, as the old folks would say, them good old folks, them white folks down there. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like when white people get in my personal fucking business. Cause see, white people don't play fair. Downtown here in North Carolina, any downtown in the state of North Carolina, guess what? It seems to me that the woman is always in favor. And there's programs and Section 8s and all of that shit to assist or help the single parent, the single woman. But when it comes to you, please, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't. I'm telling you, please keep your dick in your fucking pants. And once you bust that nut, let me tell you something. Wipe off, throw that tissue in the motherfucking toilet, and see those kids, those potential kids go down the toilet as you flushing that shit. Because this is your life, my nigga. And I'm telling you, like Nas said, the world is yours. Don't let no bitch get in the middle or in the way of that. And I'm serious, I'm being real with you all. The world is yours. I got a young man right now, which is my son. I'm schooling him. And when he walks out in that world, he's going to be prepared. For real. Yo, I'm telling you, if you all support me, man. If you all make sure that my channel, you know what I'm saying, is successful. I'm telling you, I got your back. But I can't have any more of these 200, 300 view fucking videos when I'm pouring my heart out to you all. And I'm dropping jewels, and y'all are definitely picking them up. You're utilizing my words. The only thing that I ask for you all is support me. And that's what will drive. That's what will motivate me to do more videos like this. And that's real. I'm a servant to you. I'm your elder. But let me tell you something. We don't work for free. And how you can pay me is support. That's it. And the support can be a like, a comment, a share, or anything. But I need it. We had 1 million total views on this channel, man. Go to the about part of this channel and see for yourself. 1 million and something views, man. I thank you all for it. And guess what? Those bigger channels, They probably been had 1 million views years ago. I don't give a fuck about that. All I care about is my success. I'm focused on what the fuck I'm doing. I'm staying in my lane. And that's what I'm trying to tell you all. Straight up. Don't fuck with them hand-me-down whores. And like Future said, she belongs to the streets. Find you a good woman, because there's still good, wholesome women out there. Even if you gotta look for years upon years upon years. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you one golden rule. They're not on these dating sites, man. They're not on these online dating sites. I'm gonna give you some jewels. Pick them up. You ready? Go to your super targets. Go to your churches. Go to your parks, your local parks. That's where you're gonna find your good women. Go to, like events, like homecomings, college events and shit like that. That's where you're gonna find your good women. Because most women that go to those type of events, like homecomings and shit like that, they're alumni, or they're younger, they in school, or they're graduated. You want a woman like that. You want a woman that's gonna give you, that's gonna meet you 50-50. You want a high value woman. And a high value woman is, niggas don't care about how much money women make or their education. We don't. Because naturally we're nurturers. Not nurturers, excuse me, women are. Men are ones that take care of family. We're the breadwinners. So all of that money and shit, that don't mean nothing. A high value woman is one that can cook, that can raise your children, help raise your children, because you should be meeting her halfway with raising your children. A woman that can sit down and think and give you solutions when you don't have the answers to your problems or to your questions. A real woman is there that's going to comfort you, that's going to nurture you. That's going to be proud of you and compliment you. And when it's time for her to stand on her knees, she ain't got no problem with it. Because a real woman is a freak in the bed. But once she walks out those doors, she's a woman. She ain't no whore. She's a whore to you. Because she exchanged vows with you. But I'm telling you, wife up a whore, a hand-me-down whore at that. Ain't no vows, ain't no exchange or nothing ever. If you do, shit, that shit don't mean nothing. She be fucking your best man that night. Take it from me. Y'all converse with one another in the comment section of this video. Old heads and young ones. Gen Zs, millennials, Generation X's, and all of that rest of that shit. Converse with one another and help one another out, man. To my young men, please don't wife up no whore. And my young women too. Straight up, because niggas are whores too. Alright? Other than that, man, I really love y'all. I'm dead ass serious. And I'm here to help. My name is Langston292. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, definitely share this video.